I also like when we start halfway through a conversation, so that way it sounds like we're talking about something important. Hello, people!
But we never are.
We never are. Hello, people, and welcome to the Audacity.
Yeah, hi.
Oddacity. Why? Because we like to bring people together through righteous conversation. Ooh, about things and stuff. In this corner, we have, weighing at about one feather. Say your name.
Jenna Gregson.
Oh my god. And in this corner,
Slightly more than a feather.
Slightly
Just
more.
a bit.
Carlos Pajaro. What up, what up?
I am Father Time.
And I'm Deep Prime.
And this, I've already said the name.
Well, yeah.
Oh. And since I've already said what we did,
Yeah. Well,
I kind of get, we got the,
yeah, we're the Audacity, you know.
yeah. No.
Yeah.
I have to say it with verve, with enthusiasm, with energy. Oddacity, the Audacity. That's
Yeah.
what we are.
Yeah, the Audacity.
Oh my god, for
Get
the
it.
third time.
We're just the Audacity.
Ah.
How are you guys doing?
Anyway,
Good, actually. I
Fix
had
my mic.
the
It's
greatest
Friday.
nap ever.
Oh my
it
god.
was a good nap.
It was a great nap. Oh my god! I woke up and you know, like when you sleep really good, you get that weird taste in your mouth, and you're like,
I actually know what you're talking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
That was me.
I took a pretty good nap. There was a thunderstorm. For all of you who don't know, there was a thunderstorm like 2 days ago. Was that 2 days
I
ago?
don't know. Yeah,
It
2
was-
days ago.
It was horrible, honestly.
It was horrible, but sleeping through a thunderstorm happens to be one of my favorite hobbies.
Nice.
Hobbies.
It's a hobby of mine. I actively look for a thunderstorm and just like sleep.
Just move to Florida.
I completely. I feel you. I sometimes go on like Google's website. I download the Rain app
Oh, I know what
thing,
you're talking
and I like put that with some smooth jazz, and it's just like I'm knocked out. Like you won't wake me up after that.
It's fantastic. But I hate. So last time I took a nap was like yesterday.
Yeah.
You know those naps where you fall asleep, it's a struggle to fall asleep, and then you wake up and it feels like someone kicked you in the face?
Yeah.
I don't understand how those work, first of all. I don't get
Hey,
it.
hey, Chris, have you ever been kicked in the face?
No, Andrew, have you been kicked in the face?
Yeah, I have, by certain someone in this room.
Do you want to tell us the story of
I want to hear the
You
story.
got kicked in the
He
face.
did get.
So,
Tell them. Okay.
Chris and I, along with Jenna, our wonderful PR director, were leaving Welch at one time, and you know, Jenna and I were going downstairs like normal people do, but Chris decided to start doing some Spider-Man shit.
Okay.
So Chris starts like sliding down, you know, the poles and like trying to like climb down.
Slide down the railing.
Okay, well, you weren't doing a great job because it was like honestly the first flight of stairs, and Chris goes backwards over, is like grabbing on for dear
So
life.
here's what happened. I'm trying to slide down the railing on my bum, as people do, all right? And so I lost balance, and
Went backwards.
I lose balance, and then I'm like, I regain it. I'm like, okay, this is cool. And then I lose it again, and I'm like, oh my god, this is it. I'm going to fall backwards, and I can't stop myself. So I fall back, and I extend my leg forward, trying to, like, you know, do some acrobatic business, trying to save my life. And I kick Andrew in the face I'm wearing my Doc Martens, by the way.
Oh.
I'm wearing these boots.
Oh.
And I kick him square in the nose.
In the
Right in the
schnoz.
It was more of an uppercut. It was
Yeah.
like it was really an uppercut.
And you were sober? While
Oh, I
all
was
this
totally sober. Are you kidding me?
Oh my god. See, it would have made sense if you were drunk, but that's
Oh my God.
that's ridiculous.
No, we do everything. Everything we do that's stupid is done sober.
It doesn't make any sense, but it's lovely.
That's the thing. We don't have excuses.
We don't. So have you guys ever been kicked in the face?
I haven't been kicked in the face, but this one time at rugby practice, my freshman year, I got kicked in the chest by our captain at the time, because we were just scrumming around, and we all went in for the ball. Next thing I know, I have like his size 10-foot mark on my chest for like a week, and they're like cleats too, so you can see like every little point of impact, and that hurt a lot. So not in the face, but almost there in the upper torso area. Yeah.
That's not nice. I once knew someone who, at a concert, she was about your size, Jenna.
I'm 4'11", in case anyone was wondering.
4'11".
Just saying.
Oh my god.
Short. That's so short.
I knew
know.
someone else who was also 4'11", and she was at this rock concert, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think her name was Brianna. Yeah, shout out one time to Brianna. So
Maybe.
she's partying. She's listening to this music, and someone like elbows her in the sternum and it breaks.
Oh,
my
no.
God.
It broke her sternum. I think it either broke or like sprained or whatever it was.
Holy shit.
And I found this out after I met her and after I swung around and picked. Like when you hug someone and then you spin them around in a circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that. That's not. Never do that to someone.
I do that all the time.
That's
oh my
a lot
gosh.
of pain.
Dude, concerts are no joke. My friend. Do you guys know Sean Potter?
Yeah.
Yep.
So Sean Potter, he wears like MMA gloves and takes like he takes like mouth guards with him to metal shows, and he like actively looks for fights and he elbows people in the faces. And it's really no Sean will like destroy someone, and like he's a pretty skinny guy, but he's powerful.
Jesus.
I'm not even surprised.
he's intimidating too. So just imagine him like moshing around, punching people like for fun.
Oh my God.
That's what he does for fun, and I love him.
Oh my god.
But yeah, no, concerts aren't a joke. I went to a punk concert one time, in this in like the shadiest basement in like South Philly ever.
All you needed to say was South Philly.
It's South Philly.
South Philly
It's the most South Philly place you'll ever see in your life. And this one dude, tall guy, he was like easily 6'4", had like big mohawk and studs and spikes everywhere. He was decked with studs and spikes the entire time, and he was moshing, and it even hurt to push him. It hurt him to push him because they were so fucking spiky. The entire time I'm just like, get away from me, dude! Like, no, I don't want anything to do with you. But yeah, I had marks that night because of that dude. But yeah, concerts, no joke.
I feel like you guys do so many interesting things.
No.
I just get thrown
No.
into the trash can every day. At Andrew.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Really? Andrew took the credit for that one?
Yeah,
I originated it.
Did you really?
Yeah,
thought
I did.
started it.
No, it was me.
he
Did I
threw me in the trash
propagate
can
it?
today.
I
Did you
did.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Almost twice, too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice, 2 for 1.
Yeah.
Have you broken my record? How many times have I thrown you in the trash?
2.
2? Oh, my God.
You guys should
okay.
go for the hat trick.
Definitely.
Absolutely. After the show. Can we get a trash can in here, actually, Michael?
No.
I mean, we have a
How
little
we were
one.
friends.
She can,
Oh,
That's a tiny
her
one.
butt can really fit in
We'll
that
take a
one.
photo of
It would
it
work.
later.
But going back to people getting like marks because of like different things.
we got one. Michael's holding up a trash can.
we do have really tiny ones in here.
I think she could fit in that too.
Oh, absolutely.
Probably.
But there was this guy, Joey, when I played baseball my freshman year. We were down in Florida for spring training, and we were doing fly ball exercises. And it was really sunny. The fungo was hitting balls way too high.
Mm-hmm.
We were all losing the ball like in the sunlight. It was awful. It was an awful practice. But Joey goes out, like, it was his turn. He gets ready. And, he's looking up at the sky, looking up at the sky, looking up at the sky. And it felt like he was looking up at the sky for a long time. And then all of a sudden you see the ball just come down and smack him straight in the face.
Oh, no.
But what happened, like, Joey, like, then comes up, we're like, oh, like, Joey, you okay? And it was, like, on his, like, I can't remember if it was left or right cheek, but he had, like, you could just see, like, the lines from the seams on the baseball just imprinted on his face.
Oh my god.
So for, like, a straight 2 weeks, you could just see, like, the seams, like, just going across his face.
Oh my gosh.
He looked hilarious. It was great. I felt really bad for him also because I got hit in the neck with a baseball that same trip.
Baseball gives me a special kind of anxiety because I love going to baseball games. I love going to the baseball park. I absolutely never want to catch a ball ever because I never want to be that guy that, like, oh my god, it's coming towards me, I can't catch it, oh my god. I never want to be that guy.
Catching it on the field is great.
I've always wanted to be that guy that catches it and gives it to, like, the kid next to him or something.
Oh, absolutely.
I always wanted to be that kid. But baseball is interesting. I'm very conflicted about that sport because in baseball, like, a perfect game is when nothing happens, essentially.
Absolutely.
And I'm just like, that's a perfect. Oh, sure, why not? I don't know. I like to watch it, but I think the perfect game definition in baseball is really funny.
It is.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's like it's more so like perfect game because like really when you describe perfect game, it's like everybody's like, oh, it's the pitcher.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like everybody's like doing it for the pitcher, but really it's the entire team.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, let's get the perfect game for the pitcher. But it's like, then the outfield's got to do their thing too, and the infield as well. I mean, especially infield. Because, it's so easy to really let a ground ball or something like or line drive really get by you.
Jenna,
Yeah.
you're just like, I don't do sports.
I don't believe in sports.
You don't believe in
Sports
sports.
aren't real.
They
All that's
exist.
real is Harry Potter.
But you know what is real?
Same.
You should play rugby. I'm just saying.
Everyone
I should
said
play
that.
rugby.
No.
Oh, you should play rugby.
You all should play rugby.
I don't want to.
You
I
guys
got
are like
I
a
got asked
cult.
to at the start of the year. I was like, "Do you see me?"
Someone told me that I was small enough to weave in between people and that no one would ever see
I
me.
feel like that's accurate.
No, I don't want to die or like get hit in the face or something.
You're not gonna die. You might get in a coma, but you won't die.
Some people
At
have
least I'll
broken
feel
spines
Yeah,
and necks.
I have the story behind that actually. Do you guys want to hear that story?
Absolutely.
Oh my
Go,
gosh.
absolutely go ahead. It's-
My freshman year, my first year playing rugby, our first semester actually. This was when we were allowed to take players from other schools, from around the neighborhood before insurance was a problem. Because we could get sued or something. I don't know. There were a lot of semantics behind it. So there was this kid Matt. He was like a D2 football player from some other school. Really nice kid. Really this big, beefy. Just a rock. He was just a rock, honestly. And our fourth game into the semester, we're playing. I think we're playing against NGIT, and it's an away game. And we're doing pretty well. We're winning. A lot of people have gotten hurt thus far. Like three kids have gotten a concussion. Our captain's ankle almost burst because of other reasons, not because of rugby. Because he was because he was biking in the forest in Costa Rica, and he like jammed his leg in his bike. So it wasn't rugby.
That's a story in
So it
itself.
wasn't
Oh my
rugby. So it's safe to say a lot of people were hurt. And we're going into the second half, and this kid goes. I guess he goes in too short, and he just headbutts another kid, and he's just on the floor, like just decked completely. Next thing we know, there's an ambulance on the field, and we're like, "What's going on? What's going on? Is Matt okay? Is he alive?" Later in the day, we found out that he like chipped a bone in his vertebrae, but it wasn't anything serious. It wasn't anything that would like induce paralysis.
That's
It was
not
just
serious.
it was just like the very tip of his vertebrae. So like no real harm was done, but he couldn't like walk properly for like a week, and then he had like a dislocated shoulder. But he's fine now. We see him every now and then. We gave him a beer. He poured it on his back. He walked it off. It's fine.
Jesus.
I totally want to play rugby now.
Do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Do it,
That's
Jenna.
your incentive.
That's my
Jenna,
incentive.
please do. Be a legend like Matt was.
I remember
Absolutely.
when they had the activities fair at the start of the year. I think it was like Aaron and David were like, "Yeah, you should join rugby." And I was looking at them like,
Nah.
"Do you see me?
You'd break in half.
I'm like 5'8" and a half and 125 pounds. Like I would need to go on a training regiment for a year and a half.
Just
We
lead with
can
your
do that.
nose.
We
Your
do
nose
it.
will like.
Yeah, the nose.
Yeah.
Just charge in.
Beer adds a lot of weight, so.
Yeah. But speaking of stuff that's not sports related, Jenna, you have a story about a certain Zaza.
Who's this mystical Zaza?
What is a Zaza?
So, me and two friends went to Montclair on Monday because my friend wanted a piercing.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy named Zaza walks up to us.
That is amazing.
Yeah,
Funny name.
spelled Z-A-Z-A in case anyone was wondering. He told us.
Yes.
Oh, look, I spelled it correctly. There we go.
So he starts talking to us, and it's obvious that he's had some drugs in his system. And he shakes our hands and is asking us, like, oh, like, what do you want to get pierced? Like, what should you do or whatever? So he looks at me and he goes, take your glasses off. And I was like, all right. And he goes, I think you should get your eyebrow pierced. And he's like, stick your tongue out. Get your tongue pierced, too. And I'm like, I don't know you. So then he starts showing off all his tattoos. He lifts his shirt up. He has the rosary and like a jaguar on his chest. And then, so stereotypical, he's like, shows us his arm. He's like, my first tattoo says mom. And we're just like, all right.
Yes.
I thought of that scene in SpongeBob. I'm pretty sure like a fish had like mom written on it. I don't know. What else did he have? Oh, he also had a cross with like all his friends' names on. He's like, these are all my friends' names that were murdered or OD'd.
Oh my god.
And then he told us his name wasn't just Paul, it was Zaza. So then, yeah.
So
He was obviously in a gang.
His name is Paul.
Yeah.
His name is Paul.
Paul Zaza.
Paul. I'm gonna call him Paul. I much prefer Paul.
It's a lot more intimidating.
Paul.
Like Keith. I would
Oh
get
my
Keith
God.
tattooed with a heart.
That would be
Just keep-
fantastic.
So wait, the bigger question is, did you get a piercing
No, I did not.
or a tattatou?
No, my friend got it.
Nah.
You should have
I'm
gotten
good.
a tattoo of Zaza.
You should have.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That would have been rad.
I'm gonna go and get my tongue pierced.
Get Zaza and a heart.
Can we have
On
Zaza
your,
on the
on
show?
your tongue.
I'll go back there. He'll probably be there.
That'd be amazing.
He was getting a tattoo on his neck.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds painful.
Honor, honesty, and loyalty, or something like that.
He sounds smart.
What are the most pain receptive? What are the most pain receptive tattoo spots? I looked it up this one time.
We
It's like-
we discussed this. The under sack.
Your thigh.
God.
Oh my
God, your
God.
balls would hurt so
Oh my
much.
God.
Please
God.
don't. Oh God.
you gotta commit. You gotta prove your
Oh
word.
my God.
I
The
think
armpit is awful. Like
that seems
that's
weird to me.
I think
Why would
armpit, like your base of your foot is also.
That's weird.
See,
Yeah.
I got one on my back, and that hurt like a mofo's.
What is it a tattoo of?
It's so the story is a couple of my friends and I have we have like Trinity symbols somewhere on our body. My friend Christian has a triangle with three little marks going through it. My friend Lucas has like an anchor with three little lines going through it, and I have a Trinity knot. Basically because we've all known each other since like the 5th grade. We've all done
so cute.
we've all done really outrageous dumb things with one another. And we have like this cheesy little saying, bond beyond blood, because you know how you get to you pick some family and you're born into others. Well, we pick this family and we're just brothers and we love each other a lot. Also, don't get a tattoo when you're pissed drunk on New Year's Day because it hurts and you bleed a lot.
Oh no!
But those are Carlos's wise words of tattoos.
Wouldn't that numb it? Too? Like it doesn't even numb it at all.
Like you don't really feel it, but you feel the blood going down your back because apparently it messes with your blood alcohol and it just pushes all the blood out. They say to get it when you're sober. Also like bring like a video game when you're getting a tattoo or something to read, something to distract you from the fact that you're getting this needle jagged into your back. Yeah, that's very helpful.
Read the next Harry Potter book as you're getting a tattoo.
Totally.
As you're getting a Harry Potter Deathly Hallows tattoo.
Just on my back.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Different question, same topic. If you could have a tattoo of a GIF, that means a moving image. A
Thank you
moving
for the
image tattooed on you.
clarification.
For those who aren't technologically adept.
That's a hard question, honestly.
I don't know. I think I would want a cat GIF.
A cat gif?
Absolutely.
Wait, let me.
Oh, Michael's like Snoop Dogg. Actually, that's a better idea.
Just Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg GIF.
Let me check what I would want.
I would kind of want like a terrain that when it looks like you're getting closer, you're just getting further out.
Oh, that's pretty
Do you
neat.
guys know what I'm talking about? Kind of.
It's like those GIFs of stars when you're like going past. You can't tell if it's going one way or the
Yes,
other.
exactly. Yeah, that's what I think. I would get that,
That's pretty rad.
or Goofy dancing because I love Goofy.
Oh, Goofy's rad. I imagine it moving like the newspapers in Harry Potter. By the way.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, I think mine would be this dog. You probably
It's just a dog
you've seen
prancing
this.
around on a
Like that would be
Oh my god, that's epic.
like that. That's my ideal.
That dog is so cute.
I can
Yeah.
only think of one GIF, and it's from Avengers when the Hulk is like throwing Thor around because I'm not original. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
you mean Loki.
I think you mean Loki.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Get out of here.
Wow.
What?
Well, if you spent less time ogling over Chris Evans, maybe you would know.
Oh my god.
Ooh, shots fired.
Ooh.
Shade.
Can you
shade.
blame me?
He's pretty hot.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's pretty hot.
He
Yeah,
is
right.
very hot.
Hotter is the Human Torch, though. Let's be honest. Better
How about
movie.
you, Nick?
Don't
Better
talk
quality
about that
movie.
movie.
Fantastic Four.
I'm insulted by that
Rise
movie.
of the Silver
Do
Surfer.
you want to talk about Fantastic Four?
I
Robert?
don't like
Wait,
talking
which
about
one?
it.
The new one?
Oh, we can talk about all of
we
them.
I
The
didn't
new
even
one-
bother
I haven't
seeing
seen
the new one.
You shouldn't.
Don't watch the new one, honestly. Literally, the new one seems like a giant trailer for another movie.
Yeah.
Like that's what it is essentially, and
Absolutely.
it's so bad.
It's just, I was so hyped because they were like advertising it as this awesome horror movie type superhero thing. It was I was so let down. I trusted it. I gave it my trust and my money, and it just it lied to me. It was a straight lie.
Money and trust. Those
Money
are
and trust.
Those are key.
As soon as I saw Fantastic Four, I was like, nope. Maybe we'll watch it online illegally. Never did.
That's what I did. I didn't spend any money.
That's how I watch Ant-Man.
Ant-Man was good though.
It
I
was
would've given
good.
my money to it.
I haven't seen Ant-Man yet.
What?
It's love
It's been out for a while.
Well, yeah.
Get your
I
shit
know.
together.
Yeah, Andrew,
Cool.
get it together. I haven't seen Deadpool.
Are we gonna
yet.
see Deadpool tomorrow?
Oh my god, I haven't seen Deadpool either. Need to see
Let's go
it.
tomorrow.
We're going tomorrow.
It's in Madison.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have it in
Wait,
town now.
it's finally in Madison?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah,
It's here?
Deadpool's in town now.
Why didn't they
Thank
just?
God.
Deadpool's in town.
Yeah,
So
Deadpool is
weird.
in
I need to
town.
see
He
this
is here.
movie.
I think they're doing it now because they realized that Deadpool was so good.
It is, exactly. It's like
Yeah.
the biggest R-rated opening ever.
Yeah.
I actually went to the bow tie in town thinking that it was there, and they were like, "Nope, we don't have it." And I'm like, "Why? Do you not like making money? What's wrong with you?"
Honestly.
Wait, you walked there before even checking online?
No, I did check, and it was like, "Oh, it's playing at so and so time," and I'm like, "Word." So we drove there, and they weren't playing it. Then we went to 3 other movie theaters, and they're like, "It's sold out." And like Fandango didn't even have any tickets, so this is how serious this opening was. 'Cause
Yeah.
there were no tickets anywhere.
You went opening day?
Not like the next Friday, like
Yeah.
the Friday after. is
Still
there.
a big
Like
mistake.
It's
Deadpool,
breaking
really.
international records.
It is.
Yeah, it's impressive,
Yeah.
especially for an R-rated movie.
Oh, absolutely.
No,
It's
yeah.
like the top X-Men movie right now,
Oh
and
my God,
it's
yeah.
it's breaking more than Star Wars did internationally.
And I'm glad it convinced Ryan Reynolds to do a sequel.
Yeah.
Because he didn't want to.
It's greenlit already. Apparently.
Yeah.
Because I remember beforehand he was. He apparently he wanted to do like a one and none kind of
He
deal.
pushed for a Deadpool movie and didn't want to do a sequel. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Can we tweet at him?
Well, because I think he was like worried
Will
about.
he answer?
I think he was a little worried about like how it would perform and like whether or not like he really wanted to like push the whole.
Yeah.
You know, make a series out of it because I mean that's what everything's becoming. Everything's become like
Yeah.
release a movie and then all of a sudden
Milk it
make
for
an
money.
entire franchise out of it.
Exactly.
Like Avatar.
Well, I mean, like this movie is like different though, and because it's an R-rated movie, and hopefully this creates like an avenue for more more studios to push out these like really great R-rated movies because you know how. With a lot of popular culture, they try to push it for kids,
Yeah.
or young teens. But I feel like this serves as testament that adults are willing to pay for something outrageous and
Yeah.
something great.
This is a good topic because there's actually a huge debate going on. First of all, it is opening up new avenue for other R-rated movies. Wolverine 3 is R-rated.
I think it was a weird thing though that because like if you look at the early 2000s.
Those movies were made for kiddies.
No, they were. No, I'm saying there were ones that weren't though.
Oh, Blade.
Blade, exactly.
Blade was great.
Blade 1 through 3, those were all R-rated movies, and then they even tried to do it with Punisher Warzone was also R-rated. I never watched Punisher
I don't think
Warzone.
it turned out well.
Neither did I.
Was the first Punisher R?
I have no idea.
I don't know if it
Punisher
was.
should be R
The
because
first Punisher
is a graphic
was
character.
It
really
definitely-
graphic.
Definitely should have been if it wasn't.
Yeah.
But like if you look at those movies, I mean those performed well or rather well. It's just like there was never really that like driving force. Like with Deadpool, it's because he has more of a backing.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
the Blade movies were quality, and at least the first Punisher movie was also.
I thought they were good. Triple H was in one of them. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah, and the
Triple H,
third one,
that was
the
great.
one with Ryan Reynolds,
yeah,
whereas
that
like
was-
Hannibal King was basically Ryan Reynolds as
I'm with you
Deadpool
on
in a
that.
different character.
I thought that was great.
I think so the debate is about whether or not the debate okay, let me give you an example of what the debate's focus is. Batman versus Superman. They have an R-rated Blu-ray release.
Yeah,
the movie is PG-13.
The director's cut, yeah.
Yeah. And so there are people that are like, "Oh my god, this is amazing. Oh my god, we're going to see so much like things happen and stuff." And then the other half of the conversation is like, "Well, these characters were made for children. Why are they getting so violent? Why are they straying so far from what their original
Also,
characters
first Punisher
are?"
was R as well.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's different because the Punisher was made to be this super brutal and graphic
Yeah.
character, but
Yeah.
Superman was made to like make kids happy. They're
Yeah.
you know. Batman was also made for children, but now he's this sadistic, like paranoid crime fighter.
Basically, yes.
So my question to you guys is that a bad thing?
Money wise, yeah. I
Yeah.
think because Batman, Superman, a lot of kids are going to want to see it, and parents won't take their kids to see it.
If it's
But
like, a
I
really
believe you
bad-
should do whatever you want to do when you're making a movie.
Yeah.
So,
I think you need to understand that there are different types of media.
yeah.
And, you know, certain people are going to want to consume certain types of media.
Exactly.
And that's why, like, you need to stop producing everything for the masses and produce things that are going to work for certain people.
For target
But
audiences,
the question
yeah.
is more like, should these characters be allowed, or is it right for these characters to stray so far from their from their sources? You know what I mean?
I wouldn't
I
say
don't-
that there have been times in the comics when they've gotten very dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
The thing is, like,
That
you
is true.
can't base it off of the source because the source was made in a time where. At a
Adults.
different time.
Yeah.
An
Yeah.
absolutely different time. You know, adults were different at the time,
Exactly.
too. So, I mean, you know, like, stuff like Superman. Like, Superman was one developed in a time of like, you know, hype, like patriotism. Everybody like needed like a hero.
Yeah, they needed
you know, where like
invincible
the hero
man.
was like kind of important. But you know, now we're starting to see times where like, you know, the whole idea of a hero is, you know, really blurred. It's very it's more questionable. You know, people realize that in order for a hero to exist, heroes have faults.
They do.
And like now we're starting to see that, like, you know, with darker stories, it really gets you to understand the character more. So then, you know, just like the whole peachy kind of thing. It's, you know, you look at the Christopher Reeve Superman movies,
Yeah,
and like,
that's true.
you know, even like you look at the costume and how it's like there's like it's a bare bones costume. You know, that in itself can just show you that it's, you know, a lot lighter.
Yeah.
Do you think that movies have to be darker in order for them to convey something real?
Not necessarily
Or do
to
you think that
convey
there are just elements
something
of darkness?
I feel like when they do convey something a little darker or grittier, it's just them trying to like to appeal to like a different audience. Because like my big thing is that yes, these new movies are more adult oriented, but look how many movies are there towards for kids. Like Disney Channel alone and like Disney XD or whatever offshoot of Disney has. There's like hundreds of these like movies just for children who I actually do appreciate myself. But I know other people who are like in their 30s who have been diehard superhero fans aren't really gonna be partial to them. I feel like there's a little unfairness between in the comic book world. Because it's just a lot of it's still targeted for children.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
still so much targeting for children. Oh, and we get a movie for adults every now and then. Oh my God! Stop the presses! It's
Yeah.
World War III. No, like relax. Like if you don't want your children to see it, don't take them to the movies.
Yeah.
Obviously, like a mother like a mother complaining about like the new Deadpool movie not being like kid appropriate is like someone complaining about the Titanic, or like, oh, I didn't like the parts of that movie that were about a boat. Like no crap. Like it's the Titanic. Like that's like no, that's how I see it. Like it's like people have just these weird arguments that we should make everything kid friendly and nice and squeaky clean. But no, listen, like the real world isn't squeaky clean.
Yeah.
Like there's gonna be scary, rude stuff out there. That doesn't necessarily mean kids have to be shown it, but the fact that it's there kind of teaches. It teaches a line of how far you should go into something. You know.
Yeah, I get that. Do you have an opinion like that?
I'm sorry, I just ranted a little bit. I love the Titanic. That's one of my favorite movies.
I just think
I'm
movies
just
are
laughing.
trying to be edgy. these days.
I personally like when the superhero movies are a little bit darker. I mean, I'll go see them no matter what, but it depends on what you're trying to convey. If your character has a darker story, then make it darker.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, then don't. Like, do what you want. It's an art
I
form.
think as long as you acknowledge that there's some sort of darkness in existence, like, you know, you can't just have a perfect world.
Yeah.
You know, it's not to say, like, you know, make it completely dark and edgy, but, you know, understand that, you know, if you're going to have a bad guy in a film, like,
Yeah.
Make him a bad guy,
Yeah.
there's a reason why he's a bad guy.
Exactly.
but make
yeah.
him a convincing bad guy.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like this is just this like trend might go away within like a decade or two, because like I feel like it started with maybe the last Batman trilogy, how it was all dark and
Definitely
gritty,
did.
and then a
Yeah.
lot of movies since have been kind of mimicking that because it was a great success.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, if people have a problem with it, it's going to go away eventually and going to be replaced with a new kind of movie type other than the real I'm so sad.
I think because all of these movies are going to be like dark and gritty unless something happens. They're going to be dark and gritty until 2020 when all of the ones that have been scheduled are done.
Yeah.
And then they reboot them again.
And
Yeah, exactly.
hopefully, if they don't do that, and everyone wants a different taste, they'll start making happier movies or something,
Yeah.
or like not feel good movies, but like realistic, but in an optimistic kind of way.
I feel like out of superhero movies, the best movie that's a good combination of being serious and campy are the new X-Men trilogy movies.
I agree
Those are
with
great.
you.
Those are really
Those
good,
are
yeah.
fantastic. They
I-
got
my
both
favorite
sides.
superhero movies ever, because I'm laughing. There are times where I'm like scared for my life and for
Yeah.
the characters.
Yep.
Love them.
There's
It's
a good
like-
balance. There's a great balance in those movies.
I think the problem is, like, with movies trying to copy the whole Nolan trilogy trend is that one thing that made the Nolan trilogy great was that you had villains that were just like there was a darkness to it, and then a darkness that revolved around Bruce Wayne, Batman. But the villains were what made it, and I think that's something where a lot of superhero movies that have been coming out, or just movies in general, have been lacking, because ultimately what fans are drawn to, and like what viewers, people love villains. It's true.
It's
People,
the ordeal that the character has to overcome.
Yeah.
So the villains, the obstacles,
and like just the portrayal of certain villains and how dark they are, or how people want. If you can sympathize with a villain, the person is doing a great job.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing. Or like if you could somehow find them endearing, that was people with the Joker. Less so with Bane, but people still
a good
enjoyed
villain definitely
Bane
makes
as a
better
character.
hero.
And I think that's something where it's like the X-Men movies can do that right, because you have Magneto, and both Ian McKellen's portrayal of Magneto and
Michael Fassbender. Bay.
Both of them have really put out and put something good out there.
Yeah.
And like you see it less so with some of the other like Marvel movies, for instance, that have been out there.
Ultron,
and especially
the villain from Thor.
some of the other
2
DC movies.
one.
Like Loki is good, but like I mean,
He's just a fan. He's amazing.
He's
Love
two-dimensional.
him. He's a fan
there's
favorite.
a
but
little bit of
like,
lacking
Yeah.
there.
It's
and
like, what is your deal, Loki?
He's
Why?
just angry, and he's that younger brother who
Yeah.
wants attention. But I think Tom Hiddleston very like portrays him pretty well.
Oh, I
Yeah.
agree with that.
They picked the perfect Loki when it comes to marketability.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, because everyone just loves him.
Yeah.
And he's just a really good actor. Do you guys remember the one scene? I think it was like in Thor 2 when he's like in the jail cell,
Yes.
and he's just like rugged looking. He's like mopey, like that. Like just how he his dialogue was just really great in that. And then in the first Avengers movie, when he's in the cage again, and he's talking to Scarlett Johansson, the Black Widow, and he's like, the monster's gonna be released, dun dun dun, and then that entire action sequence happens. That was perfect. That was one of my favorite moments in cinema, because he's just a great actor.
Definitely.
But I just think other characters have been lacking so far, and I think they'll slowly try to get there.
Hopefully,
because they'll start to catch on that
They're just
as much as you
relying-
need to market the superhero, you need to market the villain.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
They're marketing a lot. All of their revenue is coming from superhero, like the symbols, just the symbols. A Superman symbol can sell anything. A Batman symbol can sell anything. They're relying too heavily on that, and they're throwing generalizations at these characters. Right? They're throwing the generalizations that the audiences give them. So Batman's become grittier because people want him to be. Superman has become weaker because people want him to be. But that's not what they are. I have a question for you guys: Batman or Superman? Everyone.
Batman.
I called it. I'm a Superman
I hate
kind of
Superman.
guy.
Batman would win in a fight.
I mean, given enough time to prepare, maybe Batman can win anyone in a fight if he
Yeah,
has enough
true.
time to prepare.
Yeah,
I just
he
like
is.
Batman more because there's just that depth.
Yeah.
I think there's a depth in Superman.
There is, but
It's-
it's not often acknowledged, and I think
Yeah.
until they get to the point where they really acknowledge it, and there's a lot of potential with Superman, and I think you're starting to see that more and more.
Definitely.
But until they reach that point,
I don't think it'll happen until Justice League. Gonna be honest.
Maybe.
well, not even not even just film in general.
Well, yeah.
I think people just need to you're right in saying that people want him to be weaker. They built him up to be something so great, and I think the fact that now that you need to bring him back down,
Yeah.
you want him to have more of that human aspect, and the fact that in the movie, they say that he's a representation of they want him to be a representation of both human life
Yeah.
and
Superman
Kryptonian
is a
life.
symbol of what people can aspire to be. That is what Superman's supposed to be.
They definitely gave him a lot of death in the
of
last
Steel.
Superman movie, the Man of Steel that came out. Especially the parts where he's just drifting around,
Yeah.
continental United States. He doesn't. It gave him that idea that he just doesn't really fit anywhere. Which a lot of people
Can
discover.
connect with.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
people can discover traveling from place to place, going through jobs. Lifting an oil rig. Everyone can do that.
Yeah.
But
Regular biz.
that movie, I personally
Every
think
week.
that movie gave him a lot of death. I loved it, just because it made him look almost as if, yes, he's the most powerful man on earth, but he has a weakness, and that weakness is
People. And
people.
it's- Yeah.
He's alone,
I see you. I don't know what to say. I'm
what
thinking
symbols are
about
you
it.
saying?
I get nervous when I talk. You know that.
All right.
Also,
you
like,
say
can we
some
just
words.
address the fact that like Batman has the greatest gimmick ever? Like
His
his utility belt. Like, come on, like he has anything in that belt. Like, I want that belt.
Wait,
have good gimmicks.
I have a funny story about Batman.
Yo.
So, my dad was
Better
going
make me laugh.
It's actually a really sad story for me. So my dad was going Christmas shopping, and I thought he was like gonna, bring presents home for like me, my brother, my mom, and everything. He comes home with my little cousin's birthday present, and it's like the 1960s Batman collectible. I love that show so much. And my dad hands it to me, and I thought it was my Christmas present. He goes, "It's for your little cousin."
Oh.
He goes, "Guess how much I spent?" And I go, $50. He's like, "Yup."
Oh,
I was so upset.
I would have been mad too.
I didn't talk to him for the rest of the night.
Appropriate.
That's upsetting.
Did you buy one for yourself after?
No, because
$50.
that's $50.
What's
That's where you done messed up.
Yeah.
What's the lamest gift you've ever gotten?
Socks.
Really?
When I was
so
younger,
original.
but now I appreciate socks.
I mean, I love socks.
Are we
I
talking
love
about
getting
Christmas
socks.
presents? Like, what's the lamest Christmas present I got?
Birthday and Christmas present.
SAT prep books.
What?
Wow. That's
Rich
horrible.
white boy.
My dad like just subtly like. No, not even subtly. My dad just throws a bunch of hints as to like what I actually should be doing. So it's like it would be all this fun stuff and like like a game system or something like that. But then like I'll open something up and it's like it's this big thing. I'll be like, oh, excited, and and then it's like SAT prep or how to learn French.
That's something you should be doing, son. Learning French.
But like it would always be those things. Like he'd be like, and he would explain it. He'd be like, like I wanted to, like I also want you to like focus on your studies and things like that. It's like, Dad, you look like. Thank you for all these gifts, but also really killing the mood. Especially when that's like the last thing you open sometimes. Like now I've gotten really good at opening presents. Like I can know like what things are probably like things that like I could open first. Like I could predict certain like presents, like not even opening them up. But like it's that one thing where it's just like this is gonna be depressing. Like this is gonna be I don't know what.
God.
This year I didn't get any of those. Thankfully, I think he's accepted the fact that I'm in college, and like I don't know, I don't even think he knows what I'm studying at this point.
Oh, kiddo.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
You need a hug.
It'd be
talk
kind of
about it?
sad though. It's like what would you buy me now? Like economics for
tricycle.
dummies, maybe.
Buy you a stock.
I've always thought about like getting a bunch of boxes and just kind of forming them in the shape of a guitar, then wrap them up with like wrapping paper,
absolutely,
and then put
yes.
a book in there instead. So they're like, "Oh my God, you got me a guitar!" They start opening it, and they're like, "What? It's a book."
You would be a horrible human being.
And it would be so funny.
It would be a book on how to play guitar,
Yeah.
but the
Exactly.
guitar's
Oh
not
my
in there.
God, that's so I didn't even think about that, Jenna. You're great.
I know.
I'm
Guitar
gonna-
for dummies. So you get the year after you get economics for dummies.
Absolutely. How about you?
One year I got cassette tapes to learn Spanish.
You got cassette
Yeah.
tapes?
You must be a cousin of mine.
What
It
year
came
was this?
I don't know. I was like elementary, middle school. I don't even think we used cassette tapes
No.
then.
Gosh.
I don't know.
That was like forever ago.
Yeah.
Was this from your grandmother? Were they used?
No, it was my mom.
Like Rosetta Stone?
Hand-me-down cassettes.
No, it was from my mom. She wanted me to learn Spanish.
There are many other methods of teaching.
I feel like when you give someone like any kind of like audio like file or like book and it's like here like learn a language, it's
I
like
don't
you're
use
basically
it.
just being like all right here like I'm trusting you to like you'll maybe
Trusting
learn
them
on your
to
own
do it.
time.
Yeah.
Like it's like yeah you're self-sufficient and you'll figure it out somehow.
I once got a box of Friendship.
What?
Last Christmas, the most
That's
recent
ass.
Christmas, my sister gave me a box of Friendship. I opened up a box. I think it was like one of those. It's a box that a shirt comes in or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And inside it was a sheet of paper written with glitter that said Friendship. So here's the backstory to that.
How
Maybe
broke is
2
your
weeks-
sister right now? Is she also in college?
No, she's out of college. Thank you. 2 years. 2
She in
years,
grad
2
school at
weeks
least?
before that. She's in medical school. No.
So really broke.
So really broke. 2 weeks before that, she asked me what do I want for Christmas, and I was like, Friendship. And she actually got it for me.
But she listened to you.
She listened to me, so it makes it the sweetest present. But at the same time, it's like, sis, really?
You haven't seen her since.
I really haven't since Christmas. I should,
I mean,
No.
that's kind of how college works. Not your
I mean,
fault.
right? I have? Oh, yeah. Mom's birthday. Oh yeah,
Whose birthday?
me mum's.
Oh,
No.
Has
My
to have
mom's
his
birthday.
girlfriend
Jenna's
remind
going
him.
crazy in the booth. Yeah. But yeah, any more gifts? Any other gifts?
this one, I like. It's not much of a gift story, but it like relates to your
Go for
friendship
it.
thing.
Go for it.
So I remember this one time I was walking through like the lounges in Welsh my freshman year. I was visiting a friend or something, and I found this little cardboard cutout. It was like a plushie thing, and it spelled out love. I'm like, oh, this is cool. I'll like hang it up in my room, and like it sat in my desk for like a month, and then like a friend walked into my room. And he's like, "What's up, bro? Like, show me some love." And I opened up my desk and I threw the love thing at him. And he's like, and he walked out. He walked out. He was just not having it. But yeah, it was one of the funnier things I've done.
That's pretty awesome.
We got Jet a present. You got Jet a present.
I got Jet a present. Yeah, we did.
What did you get Jet for his
We got him
birthday?
joggers.
You got him.
Nice. I love Jet.
He
What are
went
the
out.
point of joggers?
They're
To wear?
comfortable.
I don't
They are
own a
pretty
pair.
good. They're
I don't,
good.
Yeah, I don't know.
You
We're
need
both
to
wearing
get
joggers
a
right
pair of
now.
joggers.
I want to. I need to invest
They're
in a
really
pair.
comfortable.
They are really comfortable.
Like I didn't realize how comfortable they would be. Like I thought like no, they won't look good on me. I think they look pretty good on me. And two, like just the amount of comfort. Like it doesn't feel like you're wearing pants.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I don't have a
Similar.
butt, Jenna.
Oh, yeah. Joggers show off the butt a lot.
A lot.
Or lack thereof.
Yeah.
Or lack of there. We should all get matching joggers.
Oh, we should.
Get
The
all of
Audacity
us.
brand joggers.
Squad
What are you
joggers.
guys doing in the booth?
Is she dancing?
No, they're all like
She's
making
trying
butt
to
symbols.
explode. Yeah, because Andrew doesn't have one. He's got a
Curves.
pancake,
A
but
pancake.
Can we get a picture
Pancake
of Andrew's
booty.
pancake butt?
I know. I go straight down. Yeah.
Straight
it just
vertical.
doesn't exist.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
No, like genuinely, we've performed experiments. It's just a black hole. Yeah.
It's a black hole.
Yeah, it sucks light in. It's incredible. My God. I got Jet. What did I get Jet?
You got him a
It
beanie.
hasn't come yet. It hasn't arrived yet.
Wait, you just ruined what he got?
Jet's not listening.
He's not
listening.
I got him super wasted on his birthday, which is good. That's my present.
That's fine. Word.
Don't look at me like that, Jenna.
Have a fun night of vomiting.
What were the other topics you guys had?
What do we want to
Oh.
say?
Oh, well-
You got things to say?
You guys want
What
to
are-
talk about like your most embarrassing story on Drew?
At Drew, I don't.
That's far.
I don't know if I
Have
have
you been
anything
embarrassed yet?
yet.
Andrew embarrasses me every day.
I do.
And that's not even a joke. Like he
Just being seen
I'm
with him.
sorry.
Oh.
You wanna
no.
talk about
Jenna.
that?
No,
That's so
I'm
mean,
kidding.
Jenna. Oh my
No, he
God.
actually does. Like he was like pretending to be like a Jewish grandmother the other night and was like yelling at me because I didn't love my mother anymore.
Yeah. I
When
ran
you
up. I ran up
yeah.
behind her yesterday, and I just put my arms like around her, but like around her waist. And Jenna doesn't like her waist area being touched, so she like jumped around, like jumped up and like freaked out. But the entirety of the entirety of the EC like stopped and just like looked at her like it was like loud, you know, it's like normal EC like banter, but just everybody like paused
It got
and like
quiet.
looked.
Oh gosh.
And then returned to their business. But for like a solid like 3 to 5 seconds, like everybody was like focused on Jenna. And then today I threw her in a trash can in front of the baseball team.
Yeah.
Solid.
Oh,
I
that's
looked
amazing.
away.
Solid.
They saw the body, but they didn't know who it was.
No, they knew. They knew who it was.
They'll figure it out.
They don't know who I am.
Well,
How
no.
many
They always
4'11" people are there?
Who do you think our listener base is? It's absolutely the baseball team.
All the baseball.
True
teams.
University
All the
baseball
sports
team.
kids.
I think one thing we wanted to talk about embarrassing stories for you at least, were questionable age stories where it's like your age is like come into
Oh my
question,
God.
where it's like, how old are you? And then somehow you respond in some way that might be questionable, or like somebody's
First
questioning your
question.
age for some reason.
We've got a picture. We've got pictures of Andrew and me. Andrew has an exceedingly long nose.
He looks like a pelican.
and I have a
But, yeah,
pretty
looks like
good
a
rump.
It looks like a beak. It looks like he has
He's got
a
a
beak.
beak.
And he's got
Look at the booty on Chris, though.
Hey, I got a good booty.
It's
he's got a
nice.
donk.
I don't mean to brag
That-
about
that
it.
donk.
Like, I think.
But I make up
Badonkadonk.
with it for with my nose. But yeah, Jenny, let's have you go first.
I've got a first question for you, but I had a first question. I think I forgot it. Hold on. What
That's
are we talking about at the
unfortunate.
same time?
Wait,
So, my
wait.
age always comes into question, like constantly. So my question for you guys before we tell our stories is: what age do you get confused for?
13.
I was gonna say 13 for you, honestly. With beard, 27. Without beard, 17 sometimes.
With beard, yeah, 26, 27.
Yeah.
Without beard, 19.
Very young. Because I have a baby face too.
Yeah.
So.
Pretty much my age, like 16 to anywhere between 16 to 19.
It's a blessing.
Generally, like the year older, just because I act more mature, but because I look a certain.
Use that term loosely.
I act more mature, but I look young, very baby face.
Okay.
I don't have a beard. I'm the only one here without a beard.
I don't have a beard. Are you saying I have a beard?
That's what you think.
Jenna has a beard. Pretty good beard. Better than
Yeah.
yours.
It's actually pretty epic, Jenna.
Oh yeah.
It's magnificent.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jenna,
Go for it.
where were you? What happened?
I went to the movies,
Yeah.
Movies.
seeing Thor 2.
Uh-huh.
I think when that came out, we were like 17, maybe 16,
Sure.
17. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I mean, it kind of matters to me. So I walk up, and it's a PG-13 movie, and I got carded. And the guy asked me how old I was, and I panicked, and I said 13. And then I just stopped and looked at him and was like, no, I'm 16, I'm 17, I swear. And then he was just like, oh, all right, like, it's fine.
Oh my god.
Wait, why did you panic and say 13?
I don't like talking to people. Like, honestly, if, like, I freak out going to Burger King and ordering my chicken nuggets, I freak out. Like,
Oh my God.
I can't talk to people.
Don't you do theater?
That's different because it's rehearsed.
I suppose.
I mean, you can rehearse everything you say.
Yeah.
Someone's not gonna be on improv.
Oh, I don't like improv. Improv scares me so much.
That's exactly why you're on a radio show that's half improv.
Yeah, but I
right.
know you guys. But I mean, I got yelled at for not talking, so that kind of like, there's evidence.
Yeah, you got yellow carded.
It's true.
Um,
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know. I wanted to transition over to you.
You see, when people confuse my age, they go up. So I don't really get in trouble for a lot of things. I don't really do much that gets me in trouble, to be honest. But at the same time, it's like, all right. There was this one time when I was, 16, that I was in a Barnes & Nobles, right? This isn't much of, like, a weird story. It's like, so these two people, they looked like they were in college, maybe, like, juniors or whatever. And they were up to some suspicious business. I didn't know what they were doing. I still, to this day, have no idea what they're doing. But I'm looking at the books, and they both walk up to me, and they're like, can we interview you? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And they're like, first, what's your age? And I'm like, I'm 16. And in this voice exactly, I'm 16. And one of them gasps, and they're just like, and the other one is like, what? Really?
Yeah, that was like me when I used to say I was 12. I'm 12.
Same, though. When did your voice come in?
It started deepening in 6th grade.
Mine was
Wow.
in 6th, 7th, too. Yeah.
Mine's not done yet.
Yeah. I think I peaked like 9th, 10th grade, but like
Oh,
it started moving at 6th grade. Like it started getting deeper, and I was like, this is weird.
So wait, what else did they say to you? Were they?
They left right after.
They just
that.
walked
They were
away?
just like, "Oh, we can't interview you."
Oh,
And I'm
gosh.
like, "What did you want to ask me?"
Okay, well, I want to know now. That's interesting.
I'll never know.
I remember when I turned 21, I was like, I had like a juvenile beard, so I guess I looked older at the time as well. And like I went to like the liquor store, and I went to like Dollar Beers and a couple other bars, and I ordered drinks, and I'm like, I whip out my ID, I'm so excited to like show them it, and they're like, oh, you look of age, and I'm like, but it's my birthday. Like, card me, goddammit.
Love me.
No one's ever gonna believe me. When I went to buy my first lottery ticket, the guy didn't believe that my license was real.
Really?
He stared at it.
Oh my
Because
for a
that's the
long
first
ass
thing
time.
you would do with like if you were old enough, you'd be
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna buy a lottery ticket, not alcohol lottery.
He didn't believe me.
I'm gonna get a fake.
So
I'm gonna
upset.
get a fake and gamble.
I still haven't bought my lottery ticket yet.
Sam.
I bought it when it was like really, really high. I don't
Yeah.
even remember how much it was.
I didn't really
Like
prioritize
$1 billion.
that.
Yeah,
At least $4.
I could have paid for Drew with that.
Yeah.
You could paid for a lot more things than Drew.
I went to the financial office the other day to pay off
could've
$2.
left Drew.
$2 for
Pay
what?
off $2 because I switched my
$2.
meal plan and it cost me an extra $2 on my bill. For some reason,
Wait, did he just like have? Wait, could you have
was
just like give them $2?
I straight up, I was like, I have $2 on my account. I opened my wallet and took out $2, and she took it.
You can do that online. Why did you even bother walking all the way over there?
Because he had $2 in cash.
That's pretty funny. I feel like they would have been like, oh no, you have to get that in a check or something. Oh,
She
my
told
God.
me someone once paid $3 in nickels and dimes.
That would totally be me.
That's glorious.
And
No
I'm
shame.
I mean, what else do you use them for around here?
Yeah,
challenge
Everything takes
accepted.
quarters.
Exactly.
But age stories. I got asked if I wanted to sit at a bar twice in a week.
Oh, that's rad.
Which was weird, or if like we wanted to order drinks. Remember, so I went to New York with a bunch of friends right before finals last semester, and we went into a restaurant, and the first thing I went up to the counter was like, oh yeah, I have a reservation because I make reservations for every restaurant I go to if I know if I'm going ahead of time. It's easier. It guarantees you a table. I'm
Makes
sorry.
reservations
true.
in empty
It's true.
restaurants.
And if you do it with Open Table, you get points, and then you get like $20 off a meal, and I will take that. But I went up and I was like, I have a reservation.
Jenna's holding up a sign. One time, a 90-year-old woman asked me if the ring I was wearing was a wedding ring. It wasn't.
Oh my God.
Oh.
But yeah, I went up and they were like, "Oh, okay. So do you want?" They're like, "Are you cool? Like, are you intending to eat tonight?" I was like, "Yeah, no. Like, I came here because I wanted food." Because he's like, we have plenty of seating around the bar and tables and if you want to chat, mingle with people, but or you are you intending you want to eat? And I was like, "Yeah, no. We're looking to eat." Not drink, just eat. But they still put us close enough to the bar.
Nice.
And then the week after. Like a full week actually. That was weird. We went to see Star Wars, but before we went to see Star Wars, we went to a restaurant, and the guy came up. He's like, "So, he was like, yeah." He was like, what are you guys looking to drink tonight?" He was like, "Do you want to know what's on tap?" And we were like,
Wait,
no.
did he really ask us that?
Yeah.
I checked out during that time.
Because we were at the office, and they have 50 or 60 beers on
That's
tap.
a great place. That's such a great place.
Yeah. They have so many beers on tap.
Good work.
Fortunately, we can't really use that to our advantage. But he was like, "Yeah, do you want it?" And we were like, "No, I'll have an iced tea."
An iced tea. I had a limit. What? It's so loud back here, says Jenna. So make it quiet.
I don't know.
What do you want me to do? We're busy.
Yeah, that was interesting. It was yeah, 3 years.
Oh man.
But
Any day now.
what about Carlos? Anything for you aside from that?
Not really. My beard has helped me out a lot.
Yeah, I feel that too.
Just because it just makes me look older. A couple times, this one time I was 17, and I bought beer at this Chinese corner store back in Philly, and they just didn't card me, which I thought was the greatest thing ever. I sometimes think I abuse the beard. I abuse the power.
It's
that
definitely
the beard.
possible to
Yeah, it
abuse
does. But no, really, I just people just think I'm older, and they give me free shit. I'm just okay, sure, why not? I will drink your alcohol.
I was walking around with my nephew, who's 5 or 6 or something. But at the time,
And he
was,
didn't
maybe
get
4.
carded.
He didn't get carded. No.
What?
But I was asked if that was my son,
Oh, that's
Oh
weird.
my
and that was a
God.
weird moment in my life.
That's something similar has happened to me. I was a senior in high school, and I was walking with my aunts at the time, foster kids, right? And they're they're cute. They're 1 or 2. They're actually now her kids. They're technically my cousins now. And I was walking around just trick or treating with them. This one Halloween, and I'm holding their hands, and we look nothing alike. Because we just look nothing alike. And I was getting the weirdest looks from other parents. They were just when someone judges you for something and you could totally tell. I was getting judged for these kids that weren't even mine. I feel like they thought that I had children out of wedlock, but my idea is oh, who are you to judge me? Even if these were my kids, I'm a pretty great father. I'm taking them out trick or treating. But yeah, it was really awkward. I felt judged, man.
I get that.
Maybe you were overthinking it.
No, they were
just didn't
no,
care.
they were
happens
all
all the
looking at me,
time.
Jenna. They were all looking at me, just giving me the up down look. Exactly. They also did that too.
I do that all the time.
I could tell.
If I got confused for having a kid right now, with the way I
That
look,
would be really weird.
I would punt the kid away. No, it's not mine. No, I don't look that way.
I feel like bearded people have to be a lot more careful.
We
with
do.
children
Yeah.
I
around.
really do.
It's like no
Oh
one.
my god.
No one trusts a guy with a beard standing next to a child.
Yes.
Oh
No.
No, I think it's also moderately like they do trust them,
They
but they
do?
don't at the same time.
Yeah.
Because then it's like if they were like someone with like my facial hair growing abilities, they'd be like, no, like a musketeer goatee. Like, get that kid away from that man. That guy touches kids.
You're right. It does depend. Oh my god.
That's a lot.
That just wow, this went dark.
But,
It does depend on how well groomed your beard is.
I agree with you, Chris. We we are a targeted minority.
Yeah,
And we should start a movement for bearded men and women for Jenna, of course.
Bearded
I'm bearded
Latinos.
and people still think I'm
Bearded
13.
Hispanic, yes.
Beard lives matter.
Beard lives matter.
Yeah.
With Jenna.
Absolutely.
That's just a very subtle
All
part
beards
of me
welcome.
where it's like I don't have to acknowledge it. Where it's like, you know, nobody can tell.
Yeah.
You're Argentinian? Bullshit. Oh, you're right.
But yeah. Anything else you want to talk about? We've got 5 minutes left.
Yeah,
We have
no.
5 minutes left.
Yeah, we've got 5
5
minutes left. 4 minutes.
We had a good
6
roll.
minutes. 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
I can tell time. I wear one.
You wear a watch around your neck.
Wow, Father
And
Time
it's
got
back-
it wrong.
It's backwards. There's like sticker residue on it, and also it's dead, and I'm sad.
No.
You
Just
should get
shake
that
it.
fixed.
But
I
it's
should get this.
do
fixed.
it.
How
but,
is
you know,
it? How is
keep
it dead?
That was the first thing I did.
But keep it for the aesthetic.
It
should.
can't be
That's
dead.
what I do.
It's
It
it's
can't be
motion
done.
based.
It's dead. It's a wind up, but it's dead.
It's
I
wind
don't-
up?
If anyone knows how to fix a watch, teach me. So I
How
can
is
fix
this
my watch.
Google it.
wind up?
I can do that too.
That is no.
It's-
That.
oh my god! Why are you
Wait.
struggling? There's a button. Press
I'm
the button.
pressing the button.
Yes.
Open.
It opens both ways. Excuse us while we fiddle with my watch.
Oh, okay. Oh well, now I can see how it's just wind up.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It seems like
Wow, Andrew knows everything about watches
Apparently,
apparently.
like,
No,
Wow.
I'm saying it seems like it's
Guys,
all right,
who,
all right,
who
whatever.
who listens to the radio like
That's a-
here on campus? Like, do you like the higher administrate? Like, does public safety listen?
I
have
love
They're
no
gonna come
idea.
after you, Carlos.
No,
I'm sorry.
I am wanted, and I was gonna advertise for this party, but I don't know. If
No,
No. Okay, cool. Cool. I'm glad I did it. What party? I don't know what you guys are talking
I have
about.
no idea what we're talking
So it's like if everybody's looking for a good time,
don't
like, go to
don't hit up
Carlos's
Carlos. Don't hit up Carlos.
Oh my god.
Oh, god.
I'm gonna get in trouble.
They're waiting for you right outside.
They are.
yeah, they're on call for that. Like, that's the only reason they listen. They're like, "Who's discussing parties today?"
Oh god.
That's a good place to cut it off. I think that's peak. We can't beat that for the episode.
I'm fine with that.
That's enough.
All right, so
do you want to close? Do you know how to close the show off?
well, no, you know the way we
I'm
close
not
the show off.
Tommy at
At?
Oh, okay. We both know how to end the show.
Art
Girl, learn how to write. What you doing?
There's college writing course.
out. I knocked Tommy out.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
No,
that's
Tommy.
unfortunate. All right. Well, hopefully he recovers from that. But
All right. So, okay. It took me a moment to get my bearings.
you know the procedure.
I know
It can't close with just one of us. It has to be both of us.
All right. So, if you want to hit us up, if you want to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/.
The Audacity.
If you want to hit us up on Twitter, twitter.com/.
The Audacity?
If you want to hit us up on YouTube, youtube.com/ a certain string of characters that won't go away unless we get 100 subscribers, so please get on that.
But it would be
The
The
Audacity.
Audacity.
We kind of we were off sync in that.
Yeah,
We'll
no.
fix that in the
Normally you set me up for that one.
Yeah, you're
You
right.
weren't the playmaker.
My
Like,
bad.
I'm the goal scorer there. You're the playmaker.
In this corner, we've had.
Jenna.
And
You
where can we
decide.
find you on social media if you want to be followed by people?
I honestly don't even know my Twitter
All right,
handle.
but then we have Carlos in the other corner who
Whoa, whoa,
might want to be
whoa.
followed by people.
Actually, I don't have any social media whatsoever.
That's fine. Woo. This is the last of Carlos you'll
so
ever see.
Before he gets picked up by public safety.
So at the end of the show, oh my God. At the end of the show, we like to do our harmonious thank you, where we thank the audience for listening harmoniously. So on the count of 3, that means after 3, we say thank you at the same time. So go for it. It doesn't have to be good. 1, 2, 3.
Thank
you. And we're done.
All right, thanks for listening to the show, folks. We'll be back next week.
I love you.
See you, people.
Bye bye.